Maryland's highest court heard arguments about whether a state law that gets rid of the statute of limitations in sex abuse cases is constitutional. As WJZ investigator Mike Helgren reports tonight, the case will have a huge impact now on victims of sex abuse in the Catholic Church and whether they can sue and recover damages.
I can't show enough gratitude for all these guys, right?
Dave Lorenz, an abuse survivor who works with victims of child sexual abuse within the Catholic Church, did not hold back against those fighting to turn back a new Maryland law that erased the statute of limitations on those cases.
They should just be ashamed of themselves. And out of the next sentence out of their mouth is, we want to do everything we can for survivors. They should be ashamed of themselves.
The court is now in session.
The Maryland Supreme Court heard arguments from the Archdiocese of Washington that getting rid of the time limits is unconstitutional and goes against a measure passed 6 years earlier that protected the church against claims once victims turned 38 years old.
The claims are put to rest, potential liability is extinguished. That is a substantive right.
There is nothing in this record that suggests that a unanimous legislature wanted to protect those who facilitated child sexual abuse from future liability.
The public needs to know how widespread this is. It is a big, big deal.
WJZ has extensively covered the case of Teresa Lancaster, who was abused by the notorious Father Joseph Maskell in Baltimore.
These crimes have harmed many, many people. We deserve our day in court. We deserve justice.
They were putting to rest a specific category of claims against a specific category of defendants.
While the Archdiocese of Washington is fighting claims in court, the Archdiocese of Baltimore has filed bankruptcy. Attorneys for a class action lawsuit against the Washington Archdiocese say in many cases, victims do not remember their abuse until years later.
The insidious nature of child sexual abuse, which often makes it difficult for people to come forward until decades after they're actually abused.
No one should immunize admitted sexual abusers and their enablers for life.
While justices heard arguments today, it will likely take months for them to make a decision on whether the General Assembly's actions were constitutional or unconstitutional. In Annapolis, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
All right, Mike, thank you.